Hi there, it's me, Laura Flowers. Just saying hello because it is my birthday, February 3rd, 2025, and I am 43 years old today. So I wanted to do something fun and share it with all of you. One thing that I love to do when there is a big occasion like a birthday, or if you're looking for inspiration or guidance, is to pull a card. And my intention in pulling a card today for my birthday is to find a card that is going to give me some guidance, some information, some clarification, a message that is going to help guide me for my upcoming year. And my intention is for it to be helpful for the entirety of this year. And so I'm going to walk you through what I do when I pull a card and share with you what my card is for my 43rd year. Okay, so I am choosing to use the Light Seers Tarot. I absolutely love this deck of cards. The artwork is gorgeous, and it's just been my go-to in recent months for when I'm doing readings, either for myself or for other people. Just love this deck. So whenever I do a reading, whether it's for me or for somebody else, I have a certain set of things that I try to always do to get into the ritual of it. So this right here is selenite, and it is a crystal that is really wonderful for cleansing energy, cleansing out any negative energy, any previous questions of people that have used this deck before, any energies from others. I'm wanting this very much to be intended to give a message that is for me, for my birthday, a single card I'm going to pull for a message for this year. So selenite, I tap it on all four corners of the deck. I do it multiple times. I also draw the Reiki power symbol 3 times on the top of the deck to infuse it with some beautiful Reiki energy. And to that end, I also draw the power symbol on both of my palms 3 times to call in Reiki energy to help guide this process. So I draw the power symbol 3 times on this hand, then I draw it 3 times on this hand. And then another strategy that I've been using recently is to rub my fingernails together. And doing this for even 3 to 5 seconds, or as long as you want, really helps to build up the energy current really, really quickly. And if you want to try this, it's like such a simple way to do, because when you're done with that, I can immediately feel the energy flowing. It's so, so cool. So I'm going to show you how I do a card read. Okay, so let me just turn the camera down a bit so you can see the table. Okay. So I shuffle out the cards. If I'm doing a reading for somebody else, what I might do is put the deck on the table. I'll ask them to cut it. You can cut it wherever you want. The intention is to infuse the energy of the person that you are doing a reading for into the actual cards. And that can be done through physical contact, which is why it is really helpful to have, if you're doing a reading for others, to have them actually handle the deck of cards. All right, so I like to spread out my cards in a semicircle. It's just kind of been what I've been called to do in most recent times. Doesn't have to be perfect. So there we go. Okay. So when you're choosing a card, you can either run your hand over the cards. And if you feel tingling or warmth or coolness, any really change in physical sensation as you're going over the cards, sometimes that is a way that you can know what card you're meant to pull. One strategy that I love using is to use my beautiful moonstone pendulum right here. A pendulum is a powerful tool in being able to physically see what the energy, which we can't see with our naked eye, is wanting us to do. So what I mean by that is, for me, my pendulum, when it's a yes or an open response or something I'm meant to pull, it moves in a big old clockwise circle. So let me show you. I just simply say, show me yes, show me what open looks like, and that's it. Notice how it's going in a big, big open circle, and this is having absolutely zero help from me physically. This is just the Reiki energy. Okay, and if I am not meant to pull a card, or if it is a no response, it looks very different. It goes back and forth, and I'll show you what that looks like right here. Show me no, Reiki, show me no. So you can see It goes back and forth. So that for me is a no. Every person has a different yes and a different no. So what I do, again, I'm setting the intention that this is my birthday reading card, one card to give me guidance for the entire year. And I know that my spirit guides, my angels, source, universe has my back and is going to give me a message that is meant for my highest self to help me for this upcoming year. And I say this believing. And then I hold the pendulum and slowly go over the cards and wait to see what my beautiful pendulum is going to try to tell me to do. So I'm already noticing some spinning here. I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm not going to just assume that this is the section. I'm going to keep going and see what the pendulum is wanting me to do. And you'll notice I have my other hand here because I'm giving the cards an extra burst of Reiki from this hand to help it be as obvious as possible. There are so many different strategies that you can use. Okay, wow. So I'm seeing even bigger energy here and I feel it, physically feel it very strongly over here. So I'm going to keep that in mind. But finish going through the rest because you never know. Maybe that last one is the one that has the message for me. Doesn't look like it. All right, so now I'm going to go back and see if I can find the one card. It's so funny. I physically feel it right here. It's like pulling me back. That's so interesting. It was making it so it was harder for me to push this way, which is guiding me to think that I'm meant to stay over here. And yeah, this is a pretty clear yes right here. Okay, so now I'm hovering over a few cards right here. So my job is to pick the one because I'm only pulling one card for this little experiment practice. And you can also use your vision. Which one are you feeling drawn to visually? And for me, I have one that's clearly jumping out, and it's this one right here. So I'm going to put down my moonstone. This is my card for the year. Let's see what it is. All right, universe, what message am I meant to have for my 43rd year? Here we go. Stop it. This is the card Strength. And the reason I'm having this reaction, I'm literally getting chills right now. Thank you. Is because whenever you get a new deck of tarot cards, it's a really wonderful thing to visually go through every single card in the deck. Every single card. Pick one card that you feel called to, that feels most aligned to you, that brings you the most happiness, the most light, the most love, and choose that one card. And so you know for whenever you do future readings using that deck of cards, if that card comes up, that means you are on the right track. It means it's an amplifier of the message. And guess what, everyone? This was my card. This was the card that when I first got this deck of Strength was the one that I chose to be my North Star. And that's what I just pulled. Oh my goodness. And then also, just for your information, you can also choose a card that feels most repulsive to you. And I mean that like not in a judgmental way, but one that you just feel like it brings up other feelings, like the opposite of like calling in the positive energy is just okay. And I chose a different card for that, which I will I will hold that to myself here to keep. But this card of Strength means so much to me. And you could see the beautiful visuals here. There's this beautiful woman who is half lioness, half woman, and she is caring for this lamb. And I think like for me, this just brings up the dichotomy of what I'm trying to call into my life right now of being like this really strong force of creation and like don't mess with me, but also like a really soft and nurturing place to hold space for others. And then if you'd like, you could also look at what the book has to say, because I think all decks do come with a guide that comes with it. And for me, it says this card represents courage, calmness, quiet strength, influence, graceful leadership, gifted healer, purity of thought and heart, spiritual matters, compassion, sometimes lust or animal instinct. And I deliberately bring my compassion and strength forward and I use them for good. Yes, this is 100% everything that I want to call into my existence for this upcoming year, both with the business that I'm creating to use my healing and my coaching services to help and heal others around the world, but also to bring that into my family, my community, and the people that are in my immediate circle. This was such a powerful, powerful symbol and proof that I'm on the right track. And I thank you for sharing this time with me. And I thank you for listening. And if you are intrigued by this and you would like for me to pull a card for you, whether it's a card for your year, if it's a birthday card, or even if it's just a card of the day to give you a message for the day, send me a DM. You can find me on Instagram at LauraJane23 or on Facebook. But yeah, just reach out because I love to share all of these gifts with all of you. Take care and have a beautiful day.